November 2019, Grade 10 Pure Maths, Paper 1, Question 7. For two events A and B, it is given that probability of A is 0,30, probability of B is 0,65, and the probability of A or B is 0,74. First thing, what is the probability of A and B? So this is an equation that you need to know off by heart. Let's do that. 7.1.1. Okay. The equation says the probability of A or B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. Now again, this you have to know off by heart. Now, what we want to calculate is we want this one as the final answer. So you can first substitute and then isolate, or first isolate and then substitute. I'm going to isolate first, okay? And I'm going to take everything over to the other side, or I'm going to swap. I'm going to swap these two, okay? I'm going to say minus, so plus the probability of A and B is equal to probability of A plus the probability of B stays the same, and then I'm going to subtract the or minus the probability of A or B. You can check me, but I believe that I'm correct. Okay, now I'm going to substitute. Probability of A is 0,3 plus the probability of B is 0,65 minus the probability of A or B is 0,74. Then we're going to use a calculator to quickly input that. And you should be left with the answer of 0,21 as the probability of A and B. Okay, remember A and B is that shared portion in your Venn diagram. All right. Next question, sketch your Venn diagram, 7.1.2. So I've got two circles on a rectangle. This is A and this is B. The probability of A and B is going to be 0,21. That goes in the center. So what goes into A and what goes into B? A is equal to 0,3 minus 0,21. Oh, let's do this just to make it easier to see. And that becomes 2 and 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. So it becomes 0,09. 0,09 over there. The probability that goes into B is going to be 0,65 minus 0,21. So that becomes 4 and 4 and 0. So 0,44. Now the question is, what goes outside, if anything? So I'm going to add them up. I'm going to say 0,09 plus 0,21 plus 0,44. And that 9, 10, 14, carry 1, 6, 7, carry nothing. So 0,74, 1,00 minus 0,74 is going to give me 0, carry 1, 0, carry, or 10, that should be 9, carry 1. 6, 9 minus 7 is 2, 0,26. So 0,26 goes on the outside. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your Venn diagram. Your mark allocation will be 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. Okie dokes. That is question 7.1. Now let's look at 7.2. 7.2 is a completely different probability question. Let's move. Okay, I moved us down so we can have a clean page. A spinner is divided into 12 equal sectors. Each sector is numbered from 1 till 12. When it is spun, the spinner has an equal chance of stopping everywhere. For any random spin, what is the probability that we would stop on a square number? So first thing we need to know is what square numbers are available. So we are going to say 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. So this is where we end. This is not an option. So we've got 1, 2, 3 options. Okay, so the probability of landing on a square number is equal to favorable over all possible. And our favorable, there are 3 favorable options, and there are 12 possible numbers, simplified as 1 over 4. So the probability of landing on a square number is 1 over 4. That is your final answer. Okay, question 7.2.2. The number that the spinner stops at after the first spin was recorded. The number that the spinner stopped at after the second spin was recorded. Calculate the probability that the sum of the two numbers would be greater than 2. Okay. The sum of the two numbers must be greater than 2. Well, that one is pretty high, I think. Greater than 2. I want to say it's almost 100%, because if you get the lowest possible numbers, it's going to be 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, so 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, right? We want greater than 2, so it's not 100%, but like 98%, 99%. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Probability of you getting 1 is going to be 1 out of 12. The probability of getting 1 is 1 out of 12. So the probability of getting those two together would be multiply them, which gives us 1 out of 144. That is the probability of getting the number 2. That makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to say 1 minus 1 over 144 is going to give me 143 over 144. That's the probability of getting a number greater than 1. If you input that into your calculator, this is going to become 0.99, which is 99%. And that's your answer. Okay, so this is the end of question paper 1. The last question was question number 7. I hope this helped you. I will see you in paper 2. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.